Hello everybody, this is Johnnie Geathers. Welcome to another JG Men on Fridays. Hope all of you having a great day so far. You just got your day started. Hope you have a great day. Today's topic is on time pressure. With this topic, I want to just talk about why, just the aspects of us setting time limits on ourselves. And I want to ask you two questions that I want you to process and respond on your own. So we set time limits on ourselves for things that we want in life. And we can't say that, oh, I've never done this before, because we all have done it. We will say to ourselves, I want to do this in the next 5 years. I want to do this in the next 10 years. I want to get this done in a year. So we all do this when it comes to different things in our lives. And a specific thing that happens when things go beyond the deadline of ours, we beat ourselves up so hard on it because we feel as though we're not hitting the mark at the time that we're supposed to and everything. So the two questions I want you to, process and answer on your own is this. The first question, do you have to prove something to yourself or others? The reason why I want you to think about this question and answer it, because most of the times we do something because we feel like we have to prove ourselves to some people just to be able to hit the mark for others, just to compare ourselves to others and say, well, yeah, I could do it too, or oh, yeah, I could do it better than you. And then in the aspect of proving something to ourselves, it's more so kind of saying that, hey, I've been through so much throughout my life, and now I just want to prove it to me that I can do it. I can make it happen. I can make things shake. There could be moments where you might have one or the other. There could be moments where you are a mix of both, where you're like, yeah, I'm doing it for myself, but also I want to prove to other people that I can do it too. So that's the first question. The second question, do you feel that you are behind when you don't hit the mark? So I'm gonna ask that question again. Do you feel like you are behind when you don't hit the mark? Because with this question, whenever you are, don't hit the mark at a particular time that you set for yourself, you might feel as though, yeah, I'm behind. You might be like, all right, do I even want to give this a try again? Or you just quit altogether and such. And when we set time pressures on ourselves, we're just setting limits on ourselves, and we're not really, taking the process and the journey to be able to get to where we need to be, because we set that limit. And when we set that limit, we either rush, we overthink, we overdo, we overgeneralize, we just do over and beyond to even get to that mark. And whenever we don't hit that mark, we just say, you know what, F it, I ain't doing this no more and such. But with this, the coping exercise I want to leave you with this topic of time pressure is do not put a timestamp. The reason why I said do not put a timestamp on things, because when you put a timestamp on something, you are more so just rushing the time to make it happen instead of just you enjoying the process and the journey to get to that moment. When it's the time to come, when that time happens, that time is going to happen. I know for me, there's moments where I definitely compare myself to others when it comes to relationships, and I'll be wondering like, wow, when would that happen for me? But I know that it'll happen when the right time happens. Right now may not be the time. Right now just be the moment of me just enjoying myself, enjoying being in my own space, loving on me, enjoying what I want to do, figure out what my likes and my dislikes are before I even get into something with somebody. And when that time comes, that time comes. Sometimes we rush ourselves and putting ourselves in certain things, and then sometimes those things don't even be good for us, and it don't hit in the time that we want it to hit. So we gotta just let it happen when it comes. God knows the timing, and I kind of talked about that in our last previous videos, that God knows when the thing's supposed to happen and when it's supposed to be, so you just let it be. But for you, just keep afloat and keep doing what you got to do to get to that moment, but don't put the timestamp on it, because you're going to psych yourself out. Psych yourself out with putting a timestamp on it. Now, if you have to put a timestamp on it, okay, but with you putting that timestamp on it, give yourself grace whenever you know that you're not hitting the mark when I got to hit the mark. Because things happen. Life happens. Things changes every day in life. So you can't just beat yourself up to be like, oh, well, I wanted to do this, but this couldn't happen because X, Y, and Z. And all that, and then you just start pressuring yourself and beating yourself up. But you got to appreciate the journey of what you're doing so far and the work and the effort that you're doing. You might feel as though, yeah, I'm not doing enough and everything, but you started. You did something. So you got to give yourself more of that credit and that grace and everything. So Anytime you're doing something in life, do not put a timestamp on it. And other than that, that's all I want to leave you with today. If you have any words or topics that you want me to address on JG on Fridays, you can contact me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out the videos on there. Also, go on my website, The Wix. Check out the videos on there. Learn more about me. Check out articles I have done. Check out podcast interviews, projects, things of that nature, and ways to connect me for speaking engagements and other opportunities. As always, I appreciate all of you for your love and support. And now I'm going to leave you with the closing message. Reflect on the positives, plan ahead, and relax. RPR. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Be well. Be blessed. And peace.